I'd put, tomorrow we're gonna be here, come through, everyone's invited. Anybody, don't do illegal things. We're just hanging out in public, taking photos, that's it.
New at 11, police break up a large crowd in Boyle Heights tonight as hundreds of people showed up for a flash mob. Participants describe it as a meetup for photographers and videographers expressing their creative side.
Every person, every tool, every new something that shows up to the circle creates a new chain reaction, a new pebble in the pond.
And going to these photography meets and seeing all these different locations, meeting all these photographers and actually hearing the stories behind their images.
From there on, I started doing nostalgic texts, which brought out my real life, because no one knew my life.
It takes a certain kind of person to want to go into abandoned places or to trespass or to be in places that you're not supposed to be.
Costs $300.
Of taxpayers' money.
Of our money.
It's everyone's money.
That sounds like socialism to me. Are these contractors even union or subject to bid laws?
Who's to say it won't cost $500 tomorrow or $1 million next week?
Soon, we're riddled with debt, crime, synthesizers, heavy petting, just like the tragic events of RoboCop.
Look, you don't even know how the budget process works.
The law of attraction basically states that what you think about, fantasize about, worry about, talk about, watch on TV, listen to on the radio, whatever you give your attention to, and especially if you feel strongly about it, you're going to attract more of that into your life.
I am totally late. Have you seen my wallet, Zoe?
No, Michael, I haven't seen your wallet.
Henry Ford said, you catch things on the rising tide, you're doomed to success.
She wanted to be known as a trailblazer. As any good criminal, she was thinking several moves ahead.
Welcome to Stretching Around the Office. These are a series of specifically designed stretches that we've put together that really focus on targeting the areas of the body that are negatively impacted by prolonged periods of time sitting at your workstation or desk. They can easily be incorporated into your workday routine, whether it's you're waiting for a Zoom call to start, taking a quick 10-minute break, or you've got a little bit longer time at your lunch break. They really focus on targeting the areas for your neck, shoulders, lower back, and the hips. So, let's get started. What I'd like you to do, kind of scoot your chair back a little bit because we're going to be move your laptop. If you have a keyboard, kind of move that out of the way. And we're going to start by doing some of the neck and shoulder stretches. Kind of rest your hands kind of gently on the table. And we're going to start by doing some neck rotations. Look all the way over your shoulder one way. Going to rotate slowly and all the way over your left shoulder. And then back to center. And rotate.
You gotta keep your elbow up. Swing, stride, and let your hips turn. Yeah, there you go. Do that every time you're whacking.
Pretty nice of you to help that kid out over there.
Hi, Dad.
Where you been?
I moved out of state.
When?
Last year.
Did you post it?
No, what do you mean?
You moved out and you didn't post it? Are you a loser? Post it when you do things. How am I gonna know you moved out?
Well, I lived here. You were here when the mover showed up.
You were gonna pay for it, but then you couldn't remember where you banked?
Oh, well, maybe I didn't pay for it because it wasn't online. You didn't post that you moved out. I'm in the dark.
Do you have any idea that I've been calling you for the last 2 to 3 hours?
Calling me?
Yes, from the airport. Nobody picked me up.
Did you post you were at the airport? Everybody posted they're at the airport. It's a beautiful thing to post, like Atlanta, ATL, JFK, Burbank. You post at the airports are dynamic. Everybody's at the airport. All kinds of things happen at the airport. How come you're not posting it? You're a loser. Do you want followers? Do you want to be known in this world?
I actually don't want anybody to know that I'm here.
What?
Yes!
What are you talking about?
It's a surprise. I'm coming to see Jenny.
Nothing's a surprise anymore.
I handwrote a letter. Took me months, okay?
You wrote a letter on paper? Are you nuts? You gotta write it on the computer, you idiot. And then you gotta post that letter. You don't give it to Jenny, just Jenny. You give it to everybody. Let Jenny see. You tag Jenny in it so she knows it's for her.
And it's personal. I'm telling her how I feel that I want to get serious with her.
I want to know this guy. Don't just give a letter to Jenny. You're a lone wolf and it doesn't work anymore. We're all connected and we have to be connected and it has to be online. We don't connect now offline. You're offline, son. You're offline.
I'm Jenny Fletcher.
I'm Craig Alexander. We're at the Oakley Prison Performance Lab in Mammoth.
For cycling, as far as equipment, sunglasses are at the top for me.
We're going to talk about trail running, but it's exactly the same thing there. You're able to process information ahead of time and pick your lines better. And there is that safety element, but there's also the performance element of taking the quickest line / safest line.